Jennette McCurdy is going to have a show based off of her memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died. And Jennifer Aniston is going to be starring as Jennette McCurdy's mom, while Jennette McCurdy is going to be the executive producer, and Ari Katcher is also going to be the executive producer as well, and a writer. Well, McCurdy's #1 New York Times bestselling memoir recounts her struggles as a former child actor as she dealt with her overbearing and domineering mother. And Apple TV Plus describes the upcoming series as a dramedy that will center on the codependent relationship between an 18-year-old actress in a hit kids show and her narcissistic mother, who relishes in her identity as a starlet's mother. So Aniston will play the starlet's mother in the series. She'll also executive produce the show, by the way. And Sharon Horgan, Tom Ackerley, and Gerard Carmichael are among several other executive producers on the project. So this is really insane that Jennette McCurdy decided to come up with this show, because never did I imagine that Jennette McCurdy was going to make a show based off of her memoir. Since this whole entire time, it has seemed like it to me that Jennette McCurdy has been a little bit of an introvert when it comes to explaining her own personal life, because I remember when Jennette McCurdy got to release this memoir like 3 years ago, Jennette McCurdy seemed really introvert, really sensitive and nervous as she was explaining all of the things that are in this memoir. When I saw her on The View as a guest, and when I saw her as a guest in many other shows while she was promoting the memoir. But I think that Jennette McCurdy decided to get out of that shell, and she was like, you know what, I'm going to make this show just to let everybody know exactly what went on behind the closed doors, because at the end of the day, that's my true reality. And that's the true reality of what other people could be going through. And I think it's amazing that Jennette McCurdy decided to go down that path, because I think that we all need to see exactly what Jennette McCurdy went through, because unfortunately, there are a few people out there that are judging the poor woman and is saying that she's been having it easy because she's rich and because she's famous and this and that, but we don't know exactly what goes on behind the closed doors. Okay, and by the way, by already reading some parts of this memoir and by already hearing what Jennette McCurdy got to say about this memoir, it was already wanting to make me cry, because it really is sad having to know that a poor teenager like Jennette McCurdy was going through so much because of her own damn mother not treating her well and intimidating her especially. And then the fact that Dan Schneider was being so rude and so weird and so pressurous towards poor Jennette McCurdy was also making me so sad.